Sairam children. So today we are back with our English composition session. Okay. Children, we have covered many topics till now, right? Last week we also have done a recap of letter writing. So today we're going to do a recap of story writing. Okay. We have already learned story writing using given pictures. Okay, I hope you all are practicing this. Yes. So today we will write one more story using a given outline. Okay. So today we are going to do story writing using an outline. Okay, children. Now before we start, let us quickly recap the points that we have to remember while writing the story. Okay. We have already done this in our previous classes. So let us run through it quickly. Okay. So important points to remember while writing a story. Read the outline of the story carefully and understand what the story is all about. Yes, the first thing that you're going to do is read the outline of the story thoroughly and understand what the story is all about. Develop the points of an outline into complete sentences. Okay, when you read the outline, take a note of who are the characters, what are the sequences happening, what are the events happening. Yes, and then develop the points of the outline into complete sentences. The third point that we need to remember is follow the outline of the story. Yes, don't change the order. Whatever is the outline of the story has to be written in the same order. So follow the sequence in which the points are given. These points form the series of events in the story. Do not omit any part of the line. Okay, in the outline story, whatever points are given, you have to cover each and every point in your story. Do not omit, that means do not leave any part of the line. Do not include unrelated or unnecessary events that may change the story completely. So do not include something which is not related to the story, or do not add anything which is not a part of the story, because of which the entire story might change. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yes, we have learned this. Every story has a introduction, the main story, and then a conclusion. Include details to make the story interesting and enjoyable to read. Write the story in the past tense even if the outline provided is in the present tense. Yes, even if the outline given to you is in present tense, you have to write the story in past tense. Why? Because you're narrating a story that is already happened in the past. Okay. Introduce dialogue and conversation to make the story engaging. Wherever required, you can introduce dialogues or conversations so that the story becomes more interesting. Remember to give a suitable title to the story. Yes, based on the outline, based on the characters in the story, you can decide and give a suitable title to the story. Choose a title that is related to the main characters or events of the story. And one more thing you have to remember is write the title using title casing in which the main words begin with capital letters. Yes, you have to use title casing while writing the title, which means that the main words in the title have to begin with capital letters. Okay, I hope everything is clear till here. Yes, now shall we move ahead with the story? construct a story using the given outline. Okay, we're going to construct a story using the given outline. Now let's see what is the outline. A flock of doves search of food, tired, some grains, wise old doves warning, they are sorry, asking for help, flew off together. The hunter was amazed, landed near the mouse, mice bit the net, the doves are free and fly away. Okay, let's read it once again. A flock of doves, search of food, tired, some grains, wise old doves warning, they are sorry, asking for help, flew off together. The hunter was amazed, landed near the mouse, mice bit the net, and the doves are free and they fly away. So, what can you make out? Who all are the characters here? A flock of doves. That means a group of doves together is called flock, right? Then there's a hunter here. There's flock of doves. There is a wise old dove, right? Some grains. There's a mouse. Okay. Now reading all these things, can you connect them and make out what the story is? Let us read it once again, and you have to observe it, listen to it attentively. Okay. A flock of doves, search of food, tired, some grains, wise old doves warning, they are sorry, asking for help, flew off together. The hunter was amazed, landed near the mouse, mice bit the net, the doves are free and fly away. Okay, now let's see. What is the first thing? We know that there's a flock of doves. They are very tired. They are hungry. They are looking for food here and there, and they see some grains. Okay. Now the doves see some grains. Then we know there's a wise old dove there who is warning them. Don't go near that. Don't eat that. Why? Because it is a trap where the doves might get. It's a trap laid by the hunter to catch the doves. Okay. Then what happens once they are caught in the net? They repent. They know that they were wrong. They say sorry, and then they all together take the net and fly away. And where do they go? We saw that they go to the mouse, right? And the mice bite the net and set them free. This is the outline. This is what we understood from the story. Now let's frame it into sentences. Yes, and form a story. Okay. Now the first thing that we have to decide is the title of the story. So can you all think of some suitable title? Yes, you can give the title as The Hunter and the Dove or The Wise Old Dove. Yes, anything. So let's see what I have given here. The Wise Old Dove. Okay. So the title of the story is The Wise Old Dove. Okay. Now let's begin writing the story. Now the first para we are going to introduce. So I'll start with once upon a time, a flock of doves were in search of food. They looked here and there but could not find anything. They were tired. Okay, so the first para is once upon a time, a flock of doves were in search of food. They looked here and there but could not find anything. They were tired. The next para, you have to leave a line. At last, a young dove saw some grains and happily told the others. At last, a young dove saw some grains and happily told the others. Okay. The oldest dove, who was very wise, told them, I don't think this is safe. How is it that nobody else has eaten the grains? Now, the oldest dove, the one who is the oldest in that group and who was very wise, told them, so it's a dialogue, so I have put it in quotes, inverted commas. Yes, I don't think this is safe. How is it that nobody else has eaten the grains? Question mark. He's asking a question. So question mark and closed inverted commas. Okay. Then the other doves thought that he was an old fool and so did not listen to him. Soon they were caught in the hunter's net. Okay. So what did we understand till here? Let's see. Once upon a time, a flock of doves were in search of food. They looked here and there but could not find anything. They were tired. Next para. At last, a young dove saw some grains and happily told the others. Sorry. The oldest dove, who was very wise, told them, I don't think this is safe. How is it that nobody else has eaten the grains? The other doves thought that he was an old fool and so did not listen to him. Soon they were caught in the hunter's net. Okay, understood till here? Next, they realized their mistake and were sorry. They asked the wise old dove to save them. Okay, initially, when the wise old dove told them to not to go there, it could be a trap, they did not listen and they went to eat the grains and were trapped. They got caught in the net. And then they realized their mistake and were sorry. So they asked the wise old dove to save them. Okay? So they realized their mistake and were sorry. They asked the wise old dove to save them. The wise old dove felt sorry for them and said, we must all act together. We shall all fly up carrying the net with us. Now, unity is our only hope. Okay, so what is the wise old dove telling them? Again, it is a dialogue, actual words spoken by the dove. So we have put it in the inverted commas. Okay, so the wise old dove feels sorry for the other doves and he tells them, we must all act together and we shall all fly up carrying the net with us. Now, unity is our only hope. Okay, he's telling only if we all are united, we can save ourselves. So we have to act together and carry the net and fly away together. They did what the old dove told them. They all flew off together with the net. The hunter stood there amazed at the sight of the doves flying away with the net. The doves followed the old dove. Soon they reached where the old dove's friend, the mouse, lived. The mice bit the net and set their friends free. Leave a line. Now next para, the doves thanked the mice and flew away happily. Okay, let's see this again. They did what the old dove told them. They all flew off together with the net. The hunter stood there, amazed at the sight of the doves flying away with the net. So they heard what the wise old dove told them and they said, okay, we'll do it. And they all flew off together with the net. And the hunter who had laid the net was amazed that at the sight of the doves flying away with the net. So the doves followed the old dove and soon they reached where the old dove's friend, the mouse, lived. So where did the old dove take them? He took them to his friend the mouse. The mice bit the net and set their friends free. The mouse, we would have called his other friends also. So the mice bit the net and set their friends free. The doves thanked the mice and flew away happily. So moral of the story is unity is strength. If we are united, we can achieve anything. We become stronger if we all are together, right? So if we have to fight something, we have to come together. We have to always be united because unity is strength. Okay. Now let us read the story once again, children. Okay. Title of the story is The Wise Old Dove. Once upon a time, a flock of doves were in search of food. They looked here and there but could not find anything. They were tired. At last, a young dove saw some grains and happily told the others. The oldest dove, who was very wise, told them, I don't think this is safe. How is it that nobody else has eaten the grains? The other doves thought that he was an old fool and so did not listen to him. Soon they were caught in the hunter's net. They realized their mistake and were sorry. They asked the wise old dove to save them. The wise old dove felt sorry for them and said, we must all act together. We shall all fly up carrying the net with us. Now, unity is our only hope. They did what the old dove told them. They all flew off together with the net. The hunter stood there amazed at the sight of the doves, flying away with the net. The doves followed the old dove. Soon they reached where the old dove's friend, the mouse, lived. The mice bit the net and set their friends free. The doves thanked the mice and flew away happily. Moral of the story is unity is strength. Okay, children, I hope it is clear. Yes. Now, children, from this story, we have learnt one more thing. Can you all tell me what is it that you all have learned from this story? One more moral. Yes, we should always listen to our elders. They are wise, they are experienced, so they know what is right and what is wrong. So whenever our parents, our grandparents, or our teachers tell us something that is for our own good, right? So we should always listen to our elders. Understood, children? Go through the story once again. Practice a lot of stories. You can ask your parents to give you some outlines and try writing stories for that. Yes, that's all for today. I'll stop over here. We'll meet in our next class. Bye. Saira.